Hello guys, welcome back to my channel today. On today's video, we have a very important topic to discuss, and this topic is abuse. Abuse. A lot of us are in abusive relationship even without knowing. Sometimes we find ourselves in with an abusive partner, and and often we make excuses for them. And, you see, some will be going through this mess, and they would like to cover it up. They wouldn't like to open up to anyone. None of her family member will know what she's going through. you know Even when people try to point out, man, why is it behaving this way towards you? You see the woman making excuses for his abuser, and it keeps going, and it keeps. So on this video, I'm just going to point out few things that when you notice this in your relationship, you will know that you are with an abusive partner. Then I will also point out how you can handle him or what to do when you find yourself in such relationship. Okay, there are 11 signs that will help you detect when you are emotionally abused. And number one is disrespect through name call, name calling. Today, I'll be focusing on emotional abuse. Emotional abuse is one of the most dangerous form of abuse that anyone can experience. I speak from a place of experience. I've been there before. I've experienced it before, and I can tell you that it's very, very destructive. Yourself in such situation, you see yourself tolerating things that on a normal you are not supposed to tolerate at all. you know you're always trying to cover up. You start learning how to endure. You deep within you, you're losing it, but you can't even express how you feel because you don't want this your partner to abuse you. Disrespect through name calling. So when your partner gets used to, okay, usually calls you names, and when he calls you those annoying names, after an hour, after a day, he comes and apologizes. I'm very sorry. I didn't really mean to hurt you, but and he gives excuses. And this happened from time to time. It happens over time. He calls you names, annoying names that you cannot tolerate, but sometimes you decide to swallow it because you just want peace to reign, and you keep that. Calls your name in public, and you just have to overlook, despite the fact that you are angry about that, but you cannot even express how you feel because if you try to express how you feel in public, he can even embarrass you, and the next day he will apologize. He can call your name anywhere in public transport, at the mall, and he will raise his voice in such a way that he can attract a passerby, making you feel embarrassed. And after some time, maybe when you get home, he apologizes. That is another form of abuse. And this keeps going on from time to time. So you need to watch out for this. Is when your partner always try to put you down. He tried to point out one thing about you that he can use and bring down and put you down. He puts you down and make himself feel more superior. For example, he can say, "Man, you're not as brilliant as I thought you would be. You're not as brilliant as I thought you would be. How come you came out with third class? I wasn't expecting this from a pretty lady like you." This will make you become very emotional. It can spoil your whole day. And whenever you remember this, even when he apologized, but whenever you remember this, you feel so bad about that. And after a long time, after some time, he repeats it. He picks out one thing about you, something that he knows that hurts you, and he will do that. And he will say that to you, just trying to make sure that he suppresses you. You can't come up to brag about a certain thing or brag about your school life or brag about the job you're doing. And remember, whenever someone puts you down all the time, it makes you feel less of yourself. It makes you lose your self-worth. It makes you lose your confidence. you may you may have a good job opportunity, but once you share it with him, he will tell you, I don't think you're qualified for this job because you don't have a good result. Don't go for that job. Five is jealousy. Jealousy, for example, jealousy in terms of like being a control freak. When your phone rings, who is on the line, who is calling you, or what's the person saying? Is it a man or a woman? What does the person want? Your partner want to know virtually what goes on your phone, who calls you, who you are calling, and at a point he would like you to cut off from people and just focus on him. It is a form of abuse. It's kind of is a projection. He projects and manipulates you to believe that he loves you so much and he wants to know everything, even when your people call, when your family call, he wouldn't be so comfortable to allow you to speak with them at a length. He feels insecure because sometimes, like, I wonder what they are telling her. I wonder who is calling her and what they want to discuss. But often, some ladies may think that is a form of love. He's showing concern, but no, it is not. Sometimes it happened to be out of insecurity. He's not secured to be with you. He's afraid that someone may advise you to leave him. And number six is gaslighting. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is when someone makes you to believe what is not. When someone makes you to question your reality. When someone makes you to feel as if something is wrong with you. And of a truth, nothing is wrong with you, but he doesn't want you to feel good about yourself when you are around. Okay, in this gaslighting, let me explain. Let me use this illustration and explain myself. Okay, when you're with your partner and a text comes in his phone, and you saw the text and it's from another lady, and you try to ask him, who is this lady? What does she want? And the next thing, he tell you, why are you so insecure? He will start asking you, you're so insecure with me. Can't you just be relaxed? It's not from any lady. It's from a business partner. It now look as if you don't know what you saw. You start questioning yourself. Maybe could it be that something is wrong with me? Or maybe am I being too, they bring that confusion. It's a sort of manipulation. So that is what I mean by gaslighting. When this is what you saw, this is what you observe, but they manipulate you mentally to believe that it's not that. Rather, you have a problem. You need to work on yourself. You know. So this is a form of abuse, and emotionally, at a point you start thinking maybe you have a problem or you are the problem in the relationship. And this is where we start. But this stop.